Welcome to day 3 of your 30 days of yoga. We've got a 45-minute flow class today, and today's class is all about being aware of where our body is in space. So we're going to begin seated once again, so choosing your most comfortable seat that we worked with on day 1, whether that's kneeling or cross-legged, using 1 or 2 blocks, just having a feel, and then we're going to close down our eyes here together. Just noticing where it feels comfortable to rest your arms, maybe bringing hands to your lap, maybe hands to your legs. Just becoming still for a few moments here. Maybe coming back to that visual or that sense of a light switch starting to dim down as you start to tune into your body. And just sensing here in our seat where our body is in space. Do you feel like your body's maybe shifted forward, leaning forward or back? Can you feel more weight leaning into your right or left side? We're starting to find our central axis here, bringing your awareness to your base, and whether that's your shins, the tops of your feet, or your sit bones, your outer thighs and calves on the mat. Can you mainly focus on the connection of your sit bones? Can you start to ground evenly into each sit bone? And just notice how your pelvis is tilted here. Can you imagine your pelvis like a big bowl of water? So if you're leaning forward, the water pours out the front. If you're hunched back, there's water pouring out the back. Can you start to smooth out the surface of that water in your bowl? So maybe a little wiggle forward and back with the pelvis. Find a neutral pelvis here. And following the natural curve of your spine as you start to grow tall, so from your tailbone, lower back, mid back, upper back, all the way to the very base of your skull. And as you reach the base of your skull, I want you to visualize an orange underneath your chin that you have to hold on to, so you're slightly drawing your chin towards the back of your throat and lifting through to the crown of your head. So as you're grounded into sit bones, there's an equal opposite rise to the crown. And just becoming aware of your shoulders, just allowing them to be soft, resting in their sockets. Elbows soft, soft all the way down to the fingertips. Feeling nice and open through the heart. Gentle drawing of navel to spine, supporting our whole body with our core. I'm just beginning with some slow movements here, choosing to keep the eyes closed. Maybe you want to flicker them open as we inhale, circling arms up and overhead, not letting the shoulders rise to the ears as we do so. And as you exhale, releasing right hand by your side, take an inhale, sending left fingertips up and over. And here, can you add more weight, ground down into the left sit bone, deepen that stretch through the outer left hip. Inhale, rising back through center. Exhale, left hand grounds, right arm reaches up and overhead. We push firmer into the right sit bone. Start to roll open through the heart, sending heart to sky. And inhale, rising back through center. Taking a gentle twist here as we exhale, bringing left hand to right knee, right fingertips come to the lower back. Push down into your seat, we lift to crown, and maybe we deepen that twist all the way up through the neck as we send our chin over our right shoulder. And floating arms high once again, inhale. Twisting to the left, right hand, left knee, left fingertips ground behind. Ground down, rise tall. Maybe we twist deeper, chin comes over left shoulder. Bringing arms high, inhale. Hands come to prayer, exhale, thumbs draw down to heart center. Deep breath into heart, thumbs press into chest. Full breath out, soften the shoulders. Good, then just releasing your blocks, placing them to the front of your mat. Coming to find our tabletop position here. Spreading nice and wide through fingertips, hands under shoulders. So we check knees are underneath the hips. And finding that nice line first from our tail to the crown of the head. So again, making sure we're not dangling the head. We want crown to tail. And drawing lower belly in, hugging slightly rib cage in. And pressing out through the sit bones, drawing energy forward through the crown of the head. Just moving through our cat-cow here, remembering to contain through the belly slightly as we start to pour the water out the front of the pelvis. As we tilt the hips forward, we lower belly, open through the heart, inhale. Then exhale, start to pour water out the back as we tuck the tail under around the spine, chin to chest, press into all 4 points. You can move at your own pace here, just starting to feel into your spine today. Exhale, we curl under. And inhale, we open. Let's finding a couple of more rounds. And on your next exhale, we're coming to meet in a narrow child's pose, back of the mat, drawing knees together, reaching hands forward, starting to stand the forehead down towards the mat. And reaching bright through, fingertips, elbows are lifted. And as though you're trying to stretch the mat forward with your hands, can you feel that? Send a little bit more weight or heaviness to the lower back to press down towards the heels. So whenever you're pressing against the earth, feel that rebound, feel a rise and lift and a lightness into the body. And on your next inhale, we're taking a nice big curl forward through the spine, moving to a low plank here, tucking toes under, shifting weight forward. Exhale, hug the elbows in tight, lower all the way to belly. Finding a baby cobra, untuck the toes, inhale, knees lift as we press the tops of the feet, shoulders roll open as we open the heart. Exhale to release. Ground the knees, pass through tabletop, inhale. Hips draw back to heels, exhale, child's pose. 2 more rollouts like this. We inhale, curling forward through the spine. Toes tuck under, maintain strength through the core, exhale, lower all the way to belly. Press into the tops of the feet, knees lift, navel draws in, using back muscles to rise, not cranking the head back. We keep that orange under the chin. Exhale, release. Passing through table, inhale. Hips draw back to heels, exhale. Inhale, curling forward. Exhale, lower to belly. Rising to cobra, inhale. Exhale, release. Pass through table, inhale. This time tucking all 10 toes under, active child's pose. Again, we're still stretching the mat forward, spreading wide through the fingertips. We should be able to see the mat between each finger. As we start to prepare to lift a downward facing dog. So here, start to ground into the tops of the feet. We lift through the hips, spread through all 10 toes. And again, maybe we start with a gentle bend in the knees. We're going for length through the spine, not length through the legs. So just measuring the distance of your down dog, feeling where you are in space in down dog. So we start in a plank, making sure shoulders are over the hands, heels are over the toes. From here, without moving hands or feet, we pike the hips high. And this is a rough estimate of your own body and the length that your down dog should comfortably be. It might feel a little bit different if maybe you tend to shorten your dog or lengthen your dog. And then letting the head hang heavy. Think about sending pointer fingers forward. And as though you're trying to draw your elbows down towards the mat, so we're wrapping the upper arms in towards one another. Continue to stretch the mat forward with that lift and rise into the hips. Heart drawing back towards the thighs, but we draw the lower rib cage in slightly, feeling through the back heart. And following the natural curve of the tailbone down towards the heels, maybe you start to lengthen the legs, draw heels to the mat. And with the legs, we find a slight internal rotation of the thighs to activate. You'll feel that switch on strong through your lower belly. Nice. One more breath to hold here, nice and strong. Full breath out. And rise high to the tiptoes, gaze forward. We walk forward to our forward fold. Again, using the blocks as you need, as we did in class on day one. Soft bend in the knees, belly's always to the thighs here. It's not about straight legs. We want to have that decompression through the spine, torso supported. Tucking chin to chest. Weight draws forward to tops of feet. We find a halfway lift. Hands can come to shins or thighs. We're opening through the heart. So we press out through the sit bones, forward through crown of head. I want you to think about internally rotating the thighs here slightly too. Exhale, soften the knees, belly to thighs. We tuck the chin, crown to toes. Ground into the feet, circle arms high, inhale. Shoulders soft as arms, reach overhead, palms connect. Exhale, thumbs draw down to heart center. Finding that breath in here. And meeting in Tadasana, exhale. Feeling where your body is in space here, just as we did in our seat. Notice if you feel your weight drawing forward, you feel your weight drawing back, maybe to left or right. Metaphysically, this can be a sign of maybe if you're feeling pulled back, it's being back in the past unconsciously, or being pulled forward, you're maybe tending on thoughts towards the future. Feeling where the weight lands in your feet. You want to find equal weight through big toe knuckle, little toe knuckle in the center of our heel. Starting to lift through the inner arch of the foot. As we ground down into those 3 points of the foot, we feel that rise and lightness come into the body. Checking on that neutral pelvis. We don't want water pouring out the front, water pouring out the back. Can you find that equal space where the water has a flat surface? Navel draws in and up. Solar plexus draws in and up, lower rib cage is in. And we come back to that orange underneath the chin, long through the back of the neck, crown lifts. Shoulders relax, fingertips draw down, palms are bright. Nice, sun A, circle arms high, inhale. Exhale, swan dive, folding forward. Weights forward, crown to toes. Halfway lift, inhale, we lengthen. Inner thighs turn backwards. Exhale, release, folding forward, plant the hands, step back to your plank. Choosing high or low here, just holding for 3 breaths, starting to warm through the core. Whether we're in low or high plank, we want a nice straight line from the crown to the tailbone. We want to aim for heels over the toes, nice opening through the soles of the feet. Elbow creases draw in towards one another. I thought the tide was going out. And we hold for 1 more breath in. Full breath out. Shift the weight forward, exhale, lower all the way to belly. Rise into baby cobra, inhale to lift. Exhale, release. Toes tuck under. We can choose to ground the knees, move through child's pose, or press the plank and lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Again, feeling where your body is in space here, coming back to all of those points, stretching the mat forward, wrapping upper arms in towards one another, head hangs heavy. We give to the earth to feel a rise into the body. We engage through the inner thighs as we turn inner thighs towards one another. Lifting high on our tiptoes, inhale, we step or walk forward to our fold. Weight shifts into the tops of the feet, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Ground the feet, circle arms high, inhale, palms connect. Thumbs draw down to the heart, exhale. Circle arms high, inhale. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. This time we're stepping the left foot back. Lowering the left knee, untuck the back toes. Keep the fingertips grounded, hands can find the blocks here as you lengthen through the spine, inhale. Then exhale, ground the heels and the toes to your face. Hands can stay on the blocks as we fold forward over the right leg. Just notice if your weight wants to drop into the left hip, can you try and keep left glute in line with left heel? Find a little bit more length through the spine, inhale, halfway lift. Then exhale, folding a little bit deeper. We start to move breath by breath. Inhale, lunge into right knee, lift open through the heart. Exhale, find length. Inhale, lunge into right knee. Exhale, find length. One more, inhale to lunge. Exhale, lengthen. We rise to low lunge, inhale, knee is secure over our ankle, knee tracking in line with second and third toe. We sweep high through the arms. Finding that neutral pelvis first, come back to here. We're not tipping water out the back, dumping forward, and we're not so far up that we don't have a nice deep lunge in the knee. Navel draws in, we lift up. Solar plexus draw in, we lift up. Orange under the chin, bright through fingertips, then we relax the shoulders away from the ears. Start to slightly draw pinky fingers in towards one another. This will help to relax through your shoulders. Nice, find one more inhale. Exhale, release, frame the foot, tuck the left toes, we step to a forward fold. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale to fold. Ground the feet, circle arms high, inhale, palms meet. Exhale, dive to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward, stepping the right foot back. Again, hands to blocks, hands to mat as we ground the knee, untuck the toes. Open through the heart, take a breath in. Then we ground the heel, peel left toes to face as we lengthen through the left leg, fold forward. Notice weight shifting to the right hip. Can we keep right glute in line with right heel? We can always keep a bend in the knee here too. Lengthen the spine, inhale. And folding a little bit deeper as we exhale. We'll do one more just like that. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, folding forward. And moving breath by breath with our lunge. Inhale, open the heart. Lunge into the hips. Exhale to lengthen. Inhale, lunging forward. Exhale, lengthen. Last round, inhale. Exhale. We lunge forward to rise to lunge. Anjaneyasana, press into the foot. We lift through the arms again, come back to your pelvis, have a feel if you need. Notice if you're dumping, you want to be active through lower belly, not letting all of the weight sink into the hips. Pinky fingers turn in slightly to help relax through the shoulders. Orange underneath the chin, we press the crown of head. Engage through left glute as well as right. Checking knee over ankle alignment, knee in line with second and third toe. Take one more breath in. Then exhale to release, frame the foot, tuck the right toes, we step forward to fold. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale to fold. Circling arms high, inhale, palms meet. Exhale, swan dive, folding forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, we find a vinyasa, that sequence where we step to plank. Lower the knees or keep lifted as we lower all the way to belly. Rising to our cobra, inhale, lift. Exhale to release. Toes tuck under, hips lift high, downward facing dog. Nice deep breath in. Nice long breath out. Finding a three-legged dog here without opening through the hip. We send the back of the right heel high. Pressing through right heel, we still stretch the mat forward at fingertips. Keeping right hip tracking down towards the mat. Then exhale, we tiger curl knee to nose. Step the foot through between the hands. Ground the back heel so the outer edge of back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. We're finding a warrior two here, so keeping right knee over ankle. We cartwheel the hands, stretch long through the arms. And starting at your base here, so double check with back foot. You're on the outer edge aligned with the back of the mat. And here we press all of our energy down the outer seam of the leg into the outer edge of the foot so that our inner arch begins to lift. We keep the lunge in the right knee, not going beyond the ankle. We keep a stack over the ankle and an external rotation of the hip, so we're looking for big toe inside the right knee. Again, we're not sticking butt out, we're not hunched over, we find that neutral pelvis. We're not leaning forward with our knee, we're stacking crown over tail. I want you to picture a weight coming straight down through your tailbone. Strong through the core, hug lower rib cage in, and here we come to find our arms. Now, as soon as we come to warrior two, we tend to lose any attachment with this arm at the back. So just checking that this left fingertip is in line with the right. Roll the shoulders down, press strong through fingertips. You can keep your head neutral or we can turn chin over, right shoulder to gaze through the fingertips. Good, take a breath in, full breath out. We reverse our warrior, not losing the lunge in the front knee, flip the front palm, big sweep up and overhead as you inhale. Not resting all of your weight in this backhand, fingertips are light, take a breath in. Then exhale, we find extended side angle, forearm to the thigh, left fingertips reach up and overhead. Another important one here, to not hang out on this right arm. We're still strong and long through the underside of our body. Nice straight line from left fingertips to the outer edge of back foot. Take an inhale. Full breath out. And then as you exhale, we release left hand inside right ankle. Pivot on the back toes. Nice gentle twist here. Reach right fingertips high. And exhale, release, frame the foot. Stepping back to our downward facing dog. Holding here for 3 breaths. Being aware again, body in space. Internally finding your alignment. No mirrors here, and we don't necessarily walk around in everyday life with a mirror in front of us, so it's really important to have body awareness from the inside out. And on your next inhale, extending the left leg high, press the back of the left heel to the sky. Left hip draws down towards the mat. Still pressing forward at the fingertips, try and keep equal weight through the palms. Then exhale, curling left knee to nose. We step the foot through between the hands. Preparing for warrior two once again. Ground the back heel, back outer edge of foot's parallel to the mat. Firm into left foot as we cartwheel the arms high to rise. Nice, so coming back to your base, nice long line of energy to the back edge of foot. We lift the inner arch. Thighs externally outwards, we see big toe inside the knee. So the knee then is going over second and third toe. Find your pelvis. Notice we're not leaning forward, leaning back, forward, whichever way. We want a nice long line from crown of head straight down through the tail. Hug up, zip up through the torso. Check in with back hand in line with the front. And just notice where it feels good to rest the neck. Maintain that lunge in the front knees. We reverse flip the front palm. Inhale, back hand is light. We use our core to reverse. And exhale, forearm to the thigh. We inhale, right fingertips come high, extended side angle. Again, lifting up and out of the shoulders. If it feels better for your balance, we can keep our gaze down towards the left toe. Long line of energy from blade edge of back foot to right fingertips. Take an inhale. Then exhale, release. We pivot on the back foot, ground the right palm down. Taking our twist, extending left fingertips high. Try not again to dump into the hips. We keep the hips square, knee over ankle. Stacking left fingertips over right. And exhale, release, frame the front foot. This time we step back to our plank. Knees or toes, weight shifts forward, lower to belly. Maybe rise to upward dog from here. So the difference between cobra and upward dog is our hips lift off of the mat for our up dog. And exhale, hips lift high, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. And rising high on tiptoes, inhale, stepping or walking forward to our fold. Making sure your blocks are ready at the top of your mat. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale to fold. Circle arms high, inhale, palms meet. Exhale, thumbs draw down to heart. Finding Tadasana, arms down by your side. Aware of body in space. Where can you find yourself more grounded? Where can you find yourself taller? Where can you use your breath to create more space and openness through your body? And start to send your awareness down into your left foot. Come back to those 3 points in the foot, big toe knuckle, little toe knuckle, heel center. Find that even press down. Spread all 5 toes and ground them down as though you're trying to scrunch the mat underneath foot. Lift the inner arch of the foot. We start to shift our weight into the left leg as we draw the right knee into chest. Nice, squeezing into left glute. This might feel like enough of a balance for you today. Or we're coming into warrior 3. We bring hands to prayer to begin. Then shifting the weight forward, we start to kick the right leg long behind. Really press the earth away with that left leg, trying not to lock out through the knee joint. Just as we did in our 3-legged dog, we want hips square, so we send the right hip down towards the mat. Squeeze left glute, orange under the chin, not dumping the chest. We lift the front of the body into the back of the body. Taking one more breath in. Then soften into left knee. We're coming to tap the right toes behind crescent lunge. Hands can stay on the hips here. Always the option to lower the knee back down to the mat. Sending arms high as we inhale. Same as low lunge, just the back knees lifted here. So we zip up through the torso, shoulders soft, maybe turning pinky fingers in, orange under the chin. Take an inhale. Open to warrior two as you exhale, blade edge of the foot parallel to back of mat. Working into our extended side, what are we calling it? Our triangle pose, Trikonasana. So here we start to draw up through the left leg. Legs are straight, we're still in our warrior two stance with hips and torso. We grab a hold of a block, place the block inside the left ankle. And I want you here to maybe shorten your stance if that feels better for your body. Have a play. And we lean forward, so I want you to really deepen into that left hip crease. Keep the underside of the body long as we reach for it. Left fingertips lightly come to the block. Hand can stay on hip as we stack right shoulder over left. Navel draws in. We press into the outer edge of the foot, but we activate internally through right inner thigh to protect our sacroiliac joints, so our lower back. We can keep hand on hip, or if you get a clean stack and it feels easy or easeful for your body to reach right fingertips high, we do so. It's very sunny, me looking this way. Nice, as though your inner thighs are magnetized towards one another. Can you really draw the heels of your feet in together? And ground a little deeper into your pinky toes. You're corkscrewing the mat with your feet. And then start to soften into the left knee, hand finds the hip. We remove the block. So we pivot on the back toes, we frame the front foot. Stepping forward to your fold, exhale. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale to fold. Round the feet, circle arms high, inhale, palms meet. Thumbs roll down to heart center, exhale. Releasing arms down by your side, Tadasana. And take that to the other side before we start to wind down. Sending your awareness into your right foot, 3 points of the foot, big toe knuckle, little toe knuckle, heel center. We ground, we rise from the earth from inner arch all the way to crown of head as weight draws to right leg. Left knee starts to lift in towards the belly. Hands can find prayer here. Maybe we stay, keep squeezing into right glute, or we start to shift to warrior three. So we extend the left leg long behind. Left hip drops, crown reaches forward, we press out through the back heel. Orange underneath the chin. Front body into back body. One more breath in. And then soften into the right knee. There's always the option to hold warrior three with back toes tapped, or hands can find your blocks for balance. We reach high for crescent lunge. Just like our low lunge, we zip up through the torso, knee over ankle, energy drawing out through back heel, soft through shoulders, orange under the chin. Taking a breath in. And we open to our warrior two. Feeling from the inside out, find your line. And starting to lengthen through the right leg, preparing for Trikonasana. Maybe first finding your block, if you wish, inside the ankle. Noticing here how this side feels. Maybe again, you want to shorten your stance slightly. We curl and press into our pinky toe. So we're trying to twist the mat underneath the foot. Feel that light up through the legs. We don't want to lock this knee joint out. Slightly press the shin forward. We deepen into this right hip crease. Energy draws out through left hip as we reach and lengthen forward. Right fingertips light to the block. We start to open the heart up towards the sky. Again, if you have an even stack of the shoulders, we extend the left fingertips high, keeping gaze down to foot or up to the fingertips. Activating through that left inner thigh, shouldn't feel any discomfort through lower back here. Taking a breath in. And then as you exhale, soften through the right knee, left hand grounds. We move the block off the side, pivot on the back foot, framing front foot. Stepping left foot forward, find your forward fold. Lifting halfway, inhale. Exhale to fold. Circle arms high, inhale, palms meet. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. We step back to our high or low plank, taking your vinyasa. From our downward dog, just starting to tiptoe the feet forward towards the hands. Soften down into the knees. We're finding our way to our glutes. And bringing hands behind the thighs, lift and open through the heart, inhale. Exhale, tucking the tail under, chin to chest, we round the spine. Inhale, open, just like a seated cat-cow movement here. Exhale, we round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Holding here, take a deep breath into the back of your body. And then continue to roll all the way back down onto your spine, hugging both of your knees in towards your chest. Gentle rock from side to side. And extending your arms out into a T position. We're dropping both of the knees over towards the left elbow. And drawing knees back through center and releasing them over towards. Nice tight squeeze of knees in towards the chest. And then releasing to your Savasana, whether that is knees bent, knees draw in towards one another, or we can extend the legs out long. Taking any final adjustments that you need for your body to be in stillness. And from that stillness, can you notice the natural flow of your breath still moving through you? Notice any sensations from moving with awareness of your body in space. Starting to sense the effects of directing energy through alignment. And also noticing the effects of having that awareness and feeling safe in your own body when you move. to drift. Any control you have over your body, let it go, let it be as you find rest. I'm always going to invite you to stay longer here. 45 minutes is a short amount of time to try and squeeze a lot in. So if you have the time, please remain. Otherwise, just start to, again, become aware of your body. Finding a wiggle through fingers and toes. Maybe a little rock of your head from side to side. And then either finishing here on your back or choosing to roll and rise into a seat. And joining together as we bring hands to prayer, thumbs to third eye center, repeating in your own mind, I create my own reality. Bringing thumbs to your lips, I speak my truth. Bringing thumbs to your heart, I follow my heart. And taking a nice deep breath in, being aware of where that open space within your own body. And taking that awareness into the rest of your day, the rest of these 30 days of where you hold your body in space, where gravity lands in your body, and how you can readjust slightly to feel more grounded and lighter. Thank you for joining me for day 3. Namaste.